Hi, my name is Deetra Clark, and I am a regenerative health practitioner. I'm also a mental health therapist by trade. I'm a mom of four, and I am a wife to my sweet husband. And I want to talk to you today about breastfeeding and your baby's microbiome. So, we all know that breast is best. And with that, there are some essentials that I feel like we as moms need to know. These were not things that were told to me when I was nursing my four babies, and I wish that I had known. And I've just learned so much since becoming a practitioner and studying a lot about regenerative health. So, breast is best because the nourishment that you're giving to your baby is coming from you, and that is gold, literally. But it's really important for us as moms to focus on the quality of our own nutrition. And so, some things that I was told when I was nursing was just get your calories in. You just need to make sure you're getting enough calories so that you keep up your milk supply so that you're not dehydrated. But that's not actually true. The quality of those calories matter. And we're actually a very macro focused society where we focus on, no matter what it is, it's calories in, calories out. But what happens is that can create acidity in the body. So, what I want to talk to you today about is being focused on your micronutrition and eating to create alkalinity in your body. So, as humans, we are an alkaline species. That means that everything in our body is designed to be alkaline except for our stomach. Our stomach is the only acidic place in our body, and it's acidic so that it can break down foods. Everything else should be alkaline. And as an alkaline species, our pH should be a 7.4. If it falls below that, basically we die. So it's really important that we're eating foods that keep us on the alkaline side of chemistry and not on the acidic side of chemistry. So, what does that look like in terms of your diet? It looks like focusing on things that are grown from the earth, plants, fruits, vegetables, things that are whole food sourced, because the quality of your nutrition is what transfers to your breast milk. And that's what you give to the baby. So, what we've seen a lot in the last probably 15 years or so, and it's slowly increasing. I mean, like the numbers are staggering, but I see a lot of babies that will come to me with eczema, babies that have diabetes, babies that have like inflammation throughout their bodies, acid reflux, they're not able to keep their food down. And that is a direct reflection of their diet, right? It's a direct reflection of what is being put into their bodies. And so it's important for moms to know that not all calories are created equally. And we have some control in what we put into our bodies, because I titled this Breastfeeding and Your Baby's Microbiome, because your baby's microbiome, or gut health, to put it simply, that comes from you. So when you're pregnant with the baby and when you're nursing the baby, you are creating their gut health. You're creating that internal terrain within them, which is what they're going to crave, what kind of foods they like, and also how healthy their body is on the inside. So I know that feels like a big responsibility, and it is, which is why breast is best, because you get to control the quality of intake for your baby. You don't get to control that as much at all, actually, with formula and other things. And so it starts with us as moms. Here's a statistic: we are the only generation whose children are predicted to not outlive their parents. And that is because of the state of our soil. It's lacking in nutrients, it's lacking in minerals. It's also because of chemical pesticides, which is basically Roundup. It's what's sprayed on our crops, it's in our water, it's in the air that we breathe. But it is also because of marketing. When you go into a store, 90% of the food that you see on the shelf is really not food. It is isolated, it's made in a lab, your body can't break it down, and it is lacking in nutrients. And so most moms, or really people in general, would say that we are overfed because there's no shortage of food in the store, right? You can go grab something whenever you like. So we're overfed, but we're undernourished. That's why you can eat a snack and still be hungry. And so that happens to the baby as well. So what a lot of moms will say is, gosh, I just nursed little Johnny at 8 and now it's 8:45 and he wants to eat again or she's hungry again. Some of that depends on the development stage of the baby, all those things impact, but some of that is because the milk is lacking in nutrients. So it's really important for moms starting really in pregnancy and before, but particularly if you're nursing, to be diligent about switching that food over that you're taking in from things that are processed, things that are not real food, snacky type foods, and really focus on getting in your fruits, getting in your vegetables, getting in those healthy grains like quinoa, sweet potatoes, things like that, that really have a lot of good calories in them, but also are nourishing at the cellular level because your baby's body can absorb that, can break that down, and it's creating a healthy microbiome. Also, it's really important for mom and dad, whole family, to really focus on getting rid of chemical pesticides and glyphosate. So chemical pesticides are what are sprayed on all of our crops. There are so many things in the air that we breathe. I mean, literally, we walk outside and we're just inundated with all kinds of free radicals and toxins in the air. And those things destroy your gut lining. And your baby gets their gut lining in pregnancy from you. They get their microbiome, their gut flora from you. So it's really important to constantly be working on detoxifying the body from those. We use something here in my practice called Biometic. And Biometic is scientifically proven to remove glyphosate from the body. It pulls mucoid plaque from the bowel wall, and the bowel wall is really important not to have that. It's like a sticky, sludgy, slimy plaque that builds up and it creates all kinds of distress and inflammation in the body. And your gut lining is as thin as one single strand of hair. So it doesn't take much to damage that. And so we want to, one, be eating quality foods that are on the alkaline side of chemistry, that are whole food sourced, meaning our body can break it down. If you're able to eat 100% organically, even better. Number two, we want to be detoxifying from chemical pesticides and glyphosate, getting that out of our body so that is not in the milk going to your baby. But also, because the baby gets his microbiome from you, you're helping to build a healthy gut for your baby. And then three, you want to make sure that you are focusing on foods that build up joint muscle and connective tissue so that your health and the baby's health is constantly in this state of regeneration. That means new life. So shedding what is no longer serving and building up what is healthy. And so we do that through a couple of different ways. One of the ways is really focusing on eating organically, focusing on our fruits and vegetables that we get in the store, but two, adding in organic superfoods. And not all superfoods are created equally. So there is a lot of greenwashing or marketing, as I like to say, where something will say plant-based, or it'll say biodegradable, or it will say non-GMO. Those things really don't mean anything if they're not regenerative and they're not organic. So when you are shopping as an informed consumer, you are looking for USDA organic, you're looking for non-GMO, you're looking for vegan, kosher, glyphosate free. They now have a sticker actually that says glyphosate free. And you're looking for some type of regenerative farming practice. And so the way that I help myself as a mom to not have to do all this research is I just purchase my superfoods from a company called Purium. And that company is in the 1% of the earth's soil that is actually regenerative. So all of our superfoods are vine ripened. That means they're picked at perfection, not early, not late, because either way is damaging. It means that they are wind dried, means they're never heated. When you heat a food, you lose so much of the nutritional value. We use proper crop rotation. All of our superfoods are free from glyphosate exposure. So they're 70 miles away from any kind of industrialization, and that's huge. And so we really have this great responsibility as moms and as informed consumers to study these things, to know these things, so that we're creating a life within us and for our children to not suffer. Suffering is optional, and the amount of disease that we see in children is just staggering. And so I wanted to share this information really as an encouragement to you for how to change the trajectory of your child's health, how to nourish yourself well, and how to nourish your family well. Because we see a lot of moms that are so discouraged. Maybe their milk production is down, or they feel like they're so tired because of how hard they're having to work to get in enough calories to get that milk production up. But if you can eat organic, whole food source foods, really nourish your body at the cellular level, pull out toxins, it will prevent a lot of that. And your breastfeeding experience will be a really rewarding one physiologically. And you'll see the fruit of that in your children for years to come. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have questions, I would love to answer those. And if you would like to know more, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Prosperous Living Deetra. And thank you so much for your time.